Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to become a better witch doctor. So we're going to start off with getting a new weapon. So you're going to go to search, auction house, you want to choose your class, which of course mine is a witch doctor. You want to choose a two-hander, all types. You want to type in level range 60 to 60 because we're on level 60 plus item level. Rarity all. Primary stat, you want to go down to the bottom, reduce level, and then type in how much level you want it to be reduced by. Generally, you're doing nightmare around level 50, well 40 summit, into hell at around 50, so you want a level between 45 and 50 weapon. Obviously type in the max buyout that you want and then just search for a decent weapon. Now the reason we do reduce level requirement is because these weapons are like from hell and inferno. The items level 62, 63, 61 of course. But if you reduce the level, you can use them at around like level 44, which is pretty fantastic. As you can see, my weapon that I currently got equipped, if you can see it before it turns away, is that it's a very decent weapon, and I think I was extremely lucky with this weapon because it's a level 45 required weapon to use. It's a level 62 item level, and it's got a gem slot, it's got intelligence, which increases my damage, and it's also got pretty decent amount of damage itself. So generally look for items that have gem slots and the stat that will increase your damage, such if you're a monk, go for dexterity, demon hunter dexterity, of course wizard intelligence, witch doctor intelligence. So I hope this helped you out guys, and we're going to move on to the next stage. So this is the next stage. We're going to talk about abilities. Now the abilities I want to talk about, they can vary very much, but this is the cookie cutter build that I'm going to be using, exception for one. So we're going to be using poison dart with splinters. We're going to be using fire bats with dire bats. We're going to be using for our defensive ability spirit walk with John, which increases it to 5 seconds, which is very key to this build. We're also using soul harvest with siphon to get that health back that we lose, because again we are going to be extremely squishy. And then we're going to use big bad voodoo, and we're also going to be using fetish army. Now these two are quite important because they have a very long cooldown. And the way this build works is you go for mana regeneration, which if you use these passive skills, which will give you tons of mana regeneration. So we've got spiritual attunement, which gives you 20% increased mana and also 1% per 1 second. And then this is the key one. Anytime you have 4 or more skills on cooldown, your mana regeneration is increased to 300%. Awesome. And the next one we're going to talk about is Spirit Vessel, which of course is like a last stand ability. If you die, then of course you get it back. You become, you don't actually die, which is good. So I'm going to show the way I use this in this type of scenario. So this is Nightmare. It's still pretty easy. But some people might struggle, and of course this will follow through to Hell as well. So I'm going to run in with Soul Harvest, grab my I'm going to run in with Spirit Walk, use my Soul Harvest, and make sure my my long cooldowns such as Voodoo and Fetish Army are on cooldown. It's key. These abilities always have to be on cooldown for you to actually use this build correctly. Why? Because you want to spam your abilities. So I'm going to show you here again. I'm going to run in and use my Spirit Walk, and I'm going to Soul Harvest. Now all my abilities on cooldown, I can spam my dire bats, and my mana regeneration is just insane. Now the reason I use dire bats instead of other bats like plague bat is because I don't have to be in melee range for it to work. I can be at a range, and that's key when you're so squishy like a witch doctor. You're all about the damage, so you need to be at a distance to deal that damage and away from monsters. That's why Spirit Walk and Soul Harvest is very key to this. You go in, you take the souls and whatnot, increase your damage, and then run away again while in spirit form to actually get away so you can actually use your dire bats on mobs. As you can see in this next part, as you need to get around this corner. Now the one ability you will change is your dire bats. You will change that to your zombie charger with your zombie bear runes at level 54. Until then, I do suggest using this build. Now this build only works from, of course, level 45 onwards, and that is because you get vision quest at level 45. Prior to that, I mean, just use whatever you want to use really. It all depends on your playstyle. Same with the Big Bad Voodoo and the Fetish Army. The reason I use them is because I like the ability to kill elite packs with them. It's very ideal to use them in a situation, and especially on bosses, because the boss will basically attack your fetish army and that'll give you time just to nuke, which is very ideal. Also, the big bad voodoo gives you increased attack speed on your allies, so your fetish army is going to benefit from that, plus your Templar. You know, every bit of damage helps. And yeah, I generally think they're a better fit because I don't have to worry about them because they've got such a long cooldown. So I just need to focus on my 2 core abilities, which is Spirit Walk and Soul Harvest. And of course, as you can see, I'm wrecking face. Now this is only possible because I have a good weapon. Without a good weapon, this isn't going to work as well because you're just not going to have the damage to actually kill the mobs as fast as you would like to kill them. So make sure you do pick up a decent weapon, as I showed you at the beginning, and of course just make sure you you use this properly, and make sure you kite. You can't stand still and use it. Do what I'm doing: shoot, run away, shoot, run away, shoot, run away. Because your Q is on cooldown, you're not going to have any means to escape monsters, so you do need to run away. So kite, shoot, kite, shoot, kite, shoot, and you will be grand, to be honest. As soon as you do that, you can spam your abilities, and as soon as you get zombie charges, your life is going to be so much better. So cheers for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick guide. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys next time.